Hello, welcome to day 3. Today we're going to be doing one of the most important steps to becoming a successful affiliate, and that's finding your offer to promote. Now, the offer you promote can make or break your success, which is why it's so important we nail this step throughout this training. And during the rest of the challenge, you may hear us say offer or product and use these two words kind of interchangeably. Just know they mean the same thing. Whenever we say offer or whether we say product, we're simply just talking about the thing that you're going to promote as an affiliate, the product or the offer that you're going to promote. The other important thing to note is that as you go through today's training, if you want to follow along and choose a product with your instructor, you're going to need access to the ClickBank Marketplace to access this. You need to go ahead and create a ClickBank account. And don't worry, creating a ClickBank account is completely free, and we'll show you how to do that in the next lesson. This is the setup portion of this training that's going to put you on a path towards your first affiliate campaign, and more importantly, on the path to getting your first sale. In these next lessons, you're going to meet Chris, our in-house ClickBank MC and our Senior Director of Brand and Product Marketing with nearly 20 years of experience with marketing strategy and content development. Trust me when I say he knows what he's talking about. So go ahead and dive into your next lesson to get started.
Hey guys, Chris from ClickBank here. In this lesson, we'll walk you through the ClickBank sign-up process, account setup, and all the features you can use as an affiliate to maximize your commissions. By the end of this lesson, you should know your ClickBank account like the back of your hand. I'll be jumping to my laptop throughout the next few lessons to give you a hands-on view of specific sections. Okay, let's roll. If you haven't already, we'll start by creating your ClickBank account. Go to clickbank.com and click on the Start Here button. You'll be asked to answer a few simple questions that help us tailor your experience on ClickBank. But if you'd rather skip this or you've already been through it, simply press the Skip button that will take you directly to our sign-up form. When you reach the master sign-up form, fill out and enter the requested details. Be sure to input accurate, up-to-date information at each stage. Once you've read the terms and conditions, and be sure to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page, jump back and click the Join ClickBank button. After getting your account established, you'll notice a prompt asking you to finish your profile. Click this prompt and continue to fill out the fields with accurate and up-to-date info. Once you've filled out the required account details, you'll see a pop-up to verify your identity and complete your account. Now, we use ID verification to keep you and our community secure. As a business website that handles payouts and payment details, keeping you and our users safe and secure is our top priority. For this step, make sure you have a valid identification document like a driver's license on hand. You can use the on-screen QR code or opt to receive a text message from our identity verification service. Make sure your ID matches your sign-up and profile details. Once you complete that ID check, your account is ready to go. You now have a primary or master account, which you'll use to connect and manage all your sales activity on ClickBank. Now you need to create what we call a nickname account. Your nickname is a unique identifier that allows ClickBank to accurately track and pay you as an affiliate. Click the Accounts tab in the left-hand menu of your home screen to create your nickname. Click the Create an Account button, and from the drop-down, select Affiliate Promote Products as the account type. Now type in your desired account nickname. Keep in mind, these nicknames may be visible to customers in the URL, so keep it simple and professional just to be safe. Also note these nicknames can't be changed once created, but you can always create more nicknames to suit your needs. Now click Sign Up to finalize your nickname. You'll be brought back to your account dashboard. The last step here that we recommend is completing your profile and adding your tax ID to your nickname account. Click Accounts on the left-hand menu, click Into Your Nickname, and you'll be taken to your affiliate account dashboard. You'll see a yellow prompt asking you to complete your account information. Click this prompt and fill out the fields requested, then click Save Changes. You'll see one more yellow prompt asking you to confirm your email address. Click Send a Confirmation Email, Log into your email, click the confirmation link, and you have officially associated your email with your ClickBank account. Last but not least, let's set up how you'd like to be paid. Click the Account Settings tab at the top of the screen and scroll down to Payment Information. From here, you can select your payment threshold, payment method, and payment frequency. Payment threshold tells ClickBank when to pay you once you've reached a certain dollar amount. For example, if you select $100, ClickBank won't pay until you've reached at least $100 in commissions. A really important factor to remember here when you're just starting out is that you have to make a few sales, in fact at least 5, over a certain time period to meet what we call CDR, or customer distribution requirement. Our CDR policy helps prevent bad actors from using ClickBank accounts to, say, fraudulently collect rebates or discounts on their own promotions. Now, the 2 main types of payment methods ClickBank offers are direct deposit or physical check in the mail. Once you choose the payment type you'd like, select your payment frequency, which is how often you'd like to get paid. If you choose direct deposit, input your bank info below, and if you choose via check, confirm the mailing address is where you'd like to receive your checks. As you can see, this is why we like to keep your account safe and secure. Now, let's dive in to some of the more fun and important features you can utilize within your ClickBank account. Clickety click, click, click. This is your sales dashboard. This is where you'll see all of the affiliate commissions you've earned start to come in. You can sort your data by a ton of different filters too. You'll be able to see refunds, chargebacks, and your net revenue that you've earned from promotions. Under the traffic tab, you can see hops or clicks, impressions, conversion rates, and sales data for when you start driving your own traffic to an offer page. The ClickBank Marketplace is where you'll spend a lot of your time. You can find it here. Stay tuned, because later on we'll dive deep into how you can leverage the marketplace to find high converting products, conduct product research, and find the right offer for you. And that, for the moment, is it. A lot of the other tabs and dashboards you might see are for our sellers who own the products, so you can ignore most of these for now. You can monitor your sales, find products to promote, and check all your analytics from inside your ClickBank account. If you'd like to dive deeper into any of these ClickBank account features, our knowledge base is full of support articles that can help give you an even better look on a feature-by-feature basis, and the link below. The adventure continues. Next up in your affiliate marketing journey is picking your niche or niche. So what exactly is a niche? Well, it's basically a group of potential customers who share similar interests. So for example, weight loss is one of the most common affiliate marketing niches. Why? Because there are millions of people looking to lose weight every single day, and they often buy things like supplements or weight loss programs to help them lose the weight. And those supplements and programs are all products that you can now promote as a ClickBank affiliate. It's a big enough segment or niche that there are millions of potential customers, but it's also focused enough on a topic that it's easy to target those customers through your marketing efforts. Now, there are thousands of these niches and sub-niches, and it's important to choose the right one for you. I do want to stress the importance of doing your research and finding a niche that excites you and will suit you. Some affiliates prefer to find niches with the highest profit margins, the highest chance to earn. Others choose their niche based on their own interests and hobbies. We find that a blend of both is often the sweet spot for new affiliates. So think of your interests and try to find a niche that gives you a leg up on everyone else based on that. For example, if you like to go to the gym and you're already interested in weight loss, it's a great place to start since you may already know some of the pain points and problems customers have because you're actively focused on your own health. Another quick factor to be aware of is the traffic channel you want to use. We'll talk more about driving traffic later, but if you have a sense of which traffic channel you want to focus on, like an organic blog or paid social media, you'll find that some niches work better than others. For example, Cheaper products in the pets or cooking niches work well with content websites, blogs, and email marketing. Cosmetics might be a great fit for organic social, where weight loss offers often perform well with paid advertising on a platform like Facebook or YouTube. ClickBank offers hundreds of niches and categories, all of which you can find in what we call the ClickBank Marketplace. You can search by niche, by category, best-selling products, highest payouts, and a bunch of additional filters. This is where you will eventually find the product you'll promote. For now, let's take a step back and walk through how to navigate the marketplace and find and explore products. From your account dashboard, click on the Affiliate Marketplace icon in the main menu on the left. This is our affiliate marketplace. Right away, you'll notice a search bar at the top of the screen. Here you can search by keywords like weight loss or spirituality. You can search for specific offers or products by name if you happen to know them, or simply begin to search by best selling or top offers. You can also search the marketplace by category. On the left of the marketplace homepage, you'll see all the product categories ClickBank offers. Spend some time browsing and getting comfortable here. This is a great place to help you find the perfect niche to start your affiliate journey. We recommend researching at least 3 to 5 before making your final decision. Click through the categories and take note of the different types of products there are to promote: digital, physical, recurring, or membership. Make a list of your favorites, then really think about the type of content you want to create to promote within this niche. The general rule of thumb is that money is made in 3 key niches: health, wealth, and relationships. If we look at the top 10 niches on ClickBank, we see that virtually all of them touch on one of these 3 niches. Let's just cover the top 5. Number 1, dietary supplements. Today, dietary supplements are probably far and away the most popular niche on ClickBank, and here's why. Supplements have strong margins that allow media buying affiliates to run paid ads and still make a good profit. You'll notice that top supplements routinely pay out between $100 to $150 in commission per sale. They also hit a pretty wide audience since so many people are interested in things like weight loss, blood sugar support, or muscle growth. Number 2, diets and weight loss. When we talk about diets and weight loss products on ClickBank, we're primarily looking at all the weight loss products that are not supplements, including digital products like programs covering weight loss, diets, exercise, and other health and fitness topics. But it's not just info products here. You can also find some physical products like consumable weight loss drops and even fitness equipment. Number 3, survival. The survival niche is a broad category covering everything from the prepper doomsday niche to products for a more conservative audience. Many customers in this space are willing to pay up for products that can help them weather any coming storms, be they financial, geopolitical, or natural disasters. Number 4, spirituality. The spirituality niche also covers a lot of ground, with sub-niches like tarot, astrology, physics, hypnosis, and even the law of attraction. What makes this such a powerful niche is that it can be paired with any of those top 3 umbrella niches we talked about: health, wealth, and relationships. Virtually all the top spirituality, new age, and alternative belief offers will touch on one or more of these to make them irresistible. And number 5, dating and relationships. There are basically 4 main types of products in the online dating market: attracting men, attracting women, getting your ex back, or saving your marriage. All of these can be found in the top dating, relationship, and marriage offers on ClickBank. The good news is, if you pick any of these top niches on ClickBank, you can be sure you'll find high converting offers to promote. And the last consideration to make when picking a niche is how competitive it is. As we mentioned with the weight loss niche, it's a massive space with a ton of money to be made. But it also has a lot of big affiliates already promoting in the space, which can make it tough to break into. On the other hand, a narrower niche like golfing or maybe just the keto diet will give you a smaller total market, but it will have less competition and fewer affiliates active in the space, which means it might be easier to break into, and it might be easier for you, based on your traffic, to nab a bigger slice of the pie, which could result in a more profitable affiliate career. So if you happen to have special knowledge, expertise, or a background in a narrow niche or an audience in that niche, it's worth considering jumping into that instead of straight into the top performing categories on ClickBank. Again, spend some time here in the marketplace and do your research. This is kind of a fun part of the process, a chance to get to know a number of offers, and a pivotal point in your affiliate journey. Now it's time to pick your first affiliate product. Keep in mind, you can always change the products you're promoting at any time, or even promote multiple different products at once. So this isn't a stage that's set in stone. Most of our successful affiliates do a ton of research before choosing which products to promote. One of the best ways to do this is by taking a deep dive into the actual product listings found in the marketplace. We went through categories and niches. Let's talk about products themselves. Here's an example of a product listed on the ClickBank Marketplace. The first thing you'll notice is the product name and a description. It's pretty self-explanatory, but the description will give you a better idea of what the product is and why you, as the affiliate, should care about it. The offer owner writes the description for you as the affiliate, so not necessarily for the end customer, but with stats that you, the affiliate, would want to know when looking to promote. At the bottom, you'll see the average dollar per conversion metric, or set of metrics. This is the average dollar value affiliates are making per conversion when promoting this product. Basically, it's a real-time indicator of how much you can expect to make per customer that purchases. On the right, you'll see a link to the seller's affiliate tools page. The affiliate page is a great resource for affiliates looking to get a jump start on promoting a product. You'll find things like top converting email templates, banner images, Facebook ad resources, commission details, and a bunch of other assets you might need to start promoting that offer. Make sure also to read through each product's affiliates page when doing your research. These pages can give you insights into customer interests, keywords, targeting, and demographic data. Plus, if you have questions that the affiliate page doesn't answer, you'll often see an affiliate support contact, which is a great next step in getting the help you need. Let's go back to the product listing. In the description at the bottom, you'll also see a metric called gravity. A product's gravity score is a performance metric used to measure the sales momentum of products in our marketplace. In other words, gravity is a snapshot of how a product is selling combined with how many affiliates are promoting it. A high gravity score proves that a product is selling well, but it also indicates a lot of affiliate volume. So there's no perfect number when it comes to gravity score. If you're just starting out, we recommend sticking to products with medium to higher gravity scores. The data at the bottom of a product listing and on each individual product detail page gives you a ton of additional stats, including beneficial performance and refund info charts. And all of this information can give you a sense to how an offer is performing now, plus how it's done recently to help you make an informed promotion decision. Another icon to take note of is the affiliates require approval or approval required tag. If you see this icon on a listing, it means that the seller is only allowing affiliates to promote the product after they've been vetted through an application process. If you'd like to promote one of these products, be sure to check out that listing's affiliate tools page, where you'll often find the application and see what's required to promote. There are thousands of products to promote in the ClickBank Marketplace. So again, be sure to do your research, spend some quality time exploring products, and remember, the affiliate page of each product is one of the best resources you can leverage. If you'd like to see a list of the latest top products on ClickBank, just click the link below. We update this list every month, and it's full of the best converting and hottest offers in the marketplace. Or, if you prefer, anytime you head to the marketplace, just look for top offers on the first page and then scroll through page 1 or 2. These will all be proven high converting offers that other affiliates are actively promoting and making sales with. Remember, pick a product that resonates with you, has some traction in the marketplace, and makes sense to you financially. Just remember that all these numbers, from average payouts to earnings per click to general conversion rates, are aggregated across hundreds or thousands of affiliates. This means they're averages. You have the potential to outperform those numbers based on your own marketing performance. And ultimately, one thing will determine whether you've picked the right product: if you're making a profit and seeing a positive ROI. And don't forget, if you're not already, be sure to follow us across our social media channels so you can stay up to date with not only our top offers, but new and upcoming and trending offers that are hot in the marketplace right now. Okay, we have talked niches, we have talked products, we have talked marketplace tour. Now it's time to create your first affiliate link. Let's talk about what this link actually does, why it's important. So an affiliate link, or what's commonly called a tracking link, we call it a hop link because that's more fun, is a unique link that's generated specifically for you to use in your promotions. So if a customer clicks your link and then leads to a pitch page and purchases a product you've promoted, ClickBank knows to pay you for the sale you helped make. Basically, it ensures you always get paid for your efforts. We call it proper attribution. Let's learn how to create your first affiliate link. Once you've selected a product you want to promote, click the blue Get Affiliate Link button on the product listing and you'll notice a pop-up window appear. This is the affiliate link or tracking link generator for this product. All you need to do here is enter your own nickname, and if you so choose, add optional tracking fields like traffic source and traffic type to give your own links a few extra layers of detail and information for your reference. Now, when you've got the link prepped, click the Generate button and you'll see your very own affiliate link populate at the bottom. It will be encrypted for your own privacy. You can easily copy your link by hitting the button on the right or highlighting and actually copying the text in the field. And that's it. This is what you'll use for all of your affiliate marketing promotions for this product. Don't worry if you lose track of this link. You can always go back and generate a new one. And keep in mind, you'll need to create a new link for every new product you promote. This link is specific to the product you're promoting here, so if you decide to change products, just go to the marketplace, pick a new one, and generate a new link. Now, let's test your tracking link to ensure you'll get paid whenever a customer purchases from it. To start, copy your tracking link from the hop link generator and paste it into the URL portion of a new browser window. This should take you to the product sales page or pitch page. Scroll down and find the Buy Now or Purchase Now button. Click this. This will take you to the actual order form for the product. At the bottom of the order form, you should see a little stamp marked affiliate equals, followed by an encrypted value. This value contains your nickname, but it's encrypted visibly to ensure your privacy as the affiliate on the sale. If you want to, you can copy this encrypted value, leave out the affiliate equals part, and then return to your primary ClickBank account. In the left-hand menu, click the HopLink Tools section and select the Decode tab. Paste that encrypted value that you copied into the encrypted HopLink ID field and click Decode. This should show you your affiliate ID and the account nickname of the seller you're promoting. If you see affiliate equals none, try copying your tracking link from the generator and retrying the process. Make sure that you test every tracking link you use to ensure you're going to get paid for every sale you generate. You can also make sure your link is working inside your ClickBank dashboard. Under the Sales Analytics tab, you'll see your nickname. From there, you can drill down into hops, impressions, conversion rates, and sales, and you'll be able to see the actual hops or clicks you've generated from your link. And that's it. Pretty simple actually, right? So creating an affiliate link is easy, and you'll want to stay organized as you create them. Try keeping a spreadsheet or document where you can notate which link and tracking IDs are associated with which product or campaign. And keep in mind, you can always generate new links at any time. If you'd like to check out an example of an affiliate link tracking sheet, check out the link below. We've actually created one for your use. If you want to use it, just make sure to make a copy after you open up that file, and boom, it's yours. From creating an account to picking a product to generating your link, you should now have all of the fundamentals you need to click, track, and sell your way to success. Make bank on ClickBank.
Thanks, Chris, for that deep dive. Before we continue, I just really quickly want to mention something. If for any reason you're still feeling like, you aren't sure what product to promote and you need additional help, I highly recommend checking out our Product Mastery education. It's a super powerful, in-depth look at how to find the most profitable products on the ClickBank marketplace and the system and strategies our top affiliates use to find those products. Now, some of you may already have that, so you can go check that out inside your dashboard. But if you don't, there's a link below to grab it if you're interested in picking that up. In the next chapters, we're going to put all these tools to work. And when you pick your traffic mastery program, we're going to teach you how to optimize and tailor your offer to your traffic source. I know today was a lot of technical work, so I want you to take a minute and listen to the success of one of our Spark students, Jonathan Bouchard. Remember, this is a step-by-step process, and every day you are one step closer to your dreams. Go ahead and check out Jonathan's story in the next lesson, and I will see you tomorrow.
If you're in this for the long term, then you have the better chances to making it really work well, because affiliate marketing is not a short-term thing.
Welcome, affiliate listeners, to another episode of the Affiliated Podcast. And I won't mention how crisp and clean our setup is, because you should be used to it by now and expect it going forward until I guess probably the next podcast won't have it. But no, it will. It'll all be this way. They're amazing. And Dylan, our producer, is amazing. Big shout out to him. Today, guys, we are going to be talking with a really amazing individual that is in describing their journey. So we recently actually had one of our other beloved ClickBankers, Michael Lohman, known from his Top Offer fame, was actually a guest on Jonathan's podcast. Oh, so I gave his name away. But on his podcast, he talks about affiliate marketing. He himself is an elite affiliate marketer. But one of the things that we love so much about Jonathan, outside who he is as a person and his skills as a marketer and how much fun he is to talk to, but also he, very similar to a lot of our listeners, has been on your side. He went through that journey, and there's some really, really cool parts about it that we want to share, as well as giving you guys some tidbits on some really big things that you could be doing in your affiliate marketing, or even some things I want to talk about podcasting. We're going to talk a little about podcasting because we have two podcasters, but we'll save that a little bit for the end. First, we're going to learn about this amazing individual, his amazing story, and we should probably bring him in to start talking about it. Jonathan Bouchard, how are you doing today, Jonathan?
Thank you so much, Kaya. Thank you so much for the nice words.
My pleasure, man.
Doing great. Meeting you again after we met in Barcelona, and catching up is one of the highlights of the week, I would say.
Beautiful. Hey, well, likewise here, and especially when I get a little taste of feeling like I could bring myself back to Barcelona in affiliate takeover. It was great meeting you, and that was a great conference. Really enjoyed it. Shout out to the folks that put that on, and look forward to the American one that's coming in San Diego at some point in time. So with it though, Jonathan, it's definitely great getting to know you there, and obviously is a fun experience. But we want to talk about today is your journey, like where you ended, what brought you to this podcast today? How did we get here? And it's a pretty interesting one. So kind of before we go into all the things you're doing now, what I'd love to do is dial it back, and I want to kind of go back to kind of what you were doing before you stumbled into this world of crazy online marketing.
Yeah, that's an excellent question. And it goes way back. I would say, to 2011 and everything that happened before, because in my 20s, I was a musician. I was playing guitar and writing songs. And
what kind of guitar? We're talking like, it was like rock. Were you shredding?
Yeah,
was it
we had a glam rock band. So we had a glam rock band.
Glam rock, no way.
Yeah,
so there's a lot more hair back then, as I'm assuming, Jonathan, right? Was this
actually all my bandmates had long hair, but since I was balding in my early 20s, I was the guy with the bandana and the cowboy hat.
There you go. Nice. Beautiful. Love that.
If you want to dig deep into my album on Facebook, on my Facebook profile, then you will find some pictures of that era still. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, this is where we put, if we were on the Joe Rogan show, I'd be like, all right, Jamie, go find him, right?
Exactly.
By the end of the episode, we'll find him. Yeah. Fantastic.
But besides of playing the guitar myself, I always was, I don't know, people always asked me promotion stuff. Like, it was like something made my bandmates always believe that I could promote the band. So then I had to, it was back in the MySpace days, by the way, like for those
man.
so we had a MySpace page, and I started to randomly do some promotion. Some of it worked. We booked, I think, over the course of 2 or 3 years, 150 gigs.
Man,
Yeah,
that's not a small amount. That sounds like a lot of fun, and especially when you had no experience, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was mainly a lot of outreach and stuff like that. And like musicians have other musician friends as well. So when they learned that I do that stuff, they asked me if I could do it for them as well. And yeah, I think 1-2 years later, I was like a typical music promoter.
That's awesome. From glam to promotion.
Yeah, while still doing the music. But I was super, and it's funny to think about it because at some point I created a website for that. So I decided, okay, let's make it a business, or let's try to make some money with it, and offer this promotion service to a broader audience. And I built a website. Like I didn't know anything about online marketing, basically. I think maybe SEO, like meta tags and whatever. But I really liked this process of building the website, like creating the offer. If I would translate it to the terms we use today, like to create this music promotion offer, I enjoyed that a lot. Like that's when I discovered copywriting, all that stuff, how to write in a way that people feel attracted to what you have to offer, stuff like that. That was my first steps into that. And
now let me ask you because I'm really curious about this. As you're, a musician, I'm sure you saw yourself as more of like an artist at that point in time. I want to be an artist. I want to play like sick riffs and be on stage and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But when you started getting into this promotion side, for whatever reason, friends like Jonathan needs to do it. But as you start, you built that website, you're doing the promotions, you're seeing the success beyond just the musical part of it. And then you said you really found yourself drawn to it. Have you ever thought, or even as we talk right now, can you kind of walk me through like what about it, like what sparked in your brain and your heart when you started doing this that just felt different versus other things you were doing?
To be honest, I still feel that affiliates and copywriters specifically are artists. You're creating, like every offer that you have on the marketplace was not there before. Someone had to create it out of nothing. Like every offer starts with an idea, basically. And that's, I think, per definition, like producing babies, it's like you're creating something. That offer was not there if it wasn't for you creating it. And same with a song. Like any song you write was not there before. And that's a creation. And it's a very philosophical way to look at it now. But I think
it could be him. Marketing is the art of business, right? At the end of the day, accounting is the numbers, but marketing is the art. That's where it really comes down to when it comes to business. So I agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. I think it very much so is a creative art form, which might just be me trying to find a way to say that I'm a creative person. But
but I think you are. Like, okay. So, and then it was very difficult to get clients back in the day because I didn't know how. And there was just like a Craigslist. We don't have that in Germany, but a similar platform like that where I put on my posts and whatever, and people were starting to reply to me.
So you went real organic from the start. You were just out there finding a place and saying, hey, let's go. Let's see what we could find.
Exactly. And doing outreach to recording studios and stuff, because like I was thinking who has the audience that I'm trying to target. Like chances are if you're running a recording studio, at some point the music, the recording will be finished and someone has to promote it. So here we are. So that was the idea.
Yeah. Total sense.
Yeah. And then was like this startup boom happening in Germany, and like startups were popping up left and right, like online businesses. And that was my time. Like I live in the Southwest and between France and Switzerland, beautiful place to live. But Berlin is where the music is. Like that's it's like Los Angeles in the US, basically. If you want to make it in music, you have to go to Los Angeles, or if you want to make it in Germany, you have to be in Berlin, basically. So I moved to Berlin and found the book from Tim Ferriss, The 4-Hour Workweek, and all the
Nice.
and then the rabbit hole started. I met some friends who were building online businesses, and that's when I turned my product idea, this promotion service, into an online business, which was basically just a website with a form where people could enter their music stuff, upload their MP3s, upload their album covers, submit it, and we would do the back end stuff for that. And yeah,
That's kind of cool. So they literally, it's simple, but that does seem like, especially this is 2011, you said, right?
yeah, 11, 12, something like that. Yeah.
That seems like a great innovation of that time frame to be able to just something that says, hey, I want to promote, and then you have that access to upload and give the content, and then you guys could get started. Which again would create that different type of scale of not having to go knock on doors, but instead maybe drive some traffic.
It will date me as well if I tell you that the cultural ministry here in Germany, they invited me for an interview because they said I was democratizing the music promotion process in Germany. Because before that, there was you always had to submit your demo to a record label, and then they would have gatekeepers basically preventing you from being promoted, basically. And with me, you didn't have to have a record deal. We promoted you, for a fee, obviously.
Yeah. But no, I think that's awesome, though. I love that.
Like the first online promotion service, basically, here.
Yeah, that's so cool. And like to be able to be first, again, you had to have that creative pursuit to give birth to it and understand what it's doing. So how long did that run for? How long were you doing that? Like, when did you kind of pivot away from the promotion business? Because obviously, right now we're talking, and you're not, like
not doing it anymore.
On a world tour right now. Yeah,
exactly. I think it was 2.5 to 3 years, something like that. And when I was in Berlin, here, proximity is power. If you want to be successful, you have to surround yourself with people who are on the same journey, right?
Yeah.
And that's why conferences are so interesting, because there you meet people who are doing the same stuff that you are trying to do. And the same is, if you want to have a startup, San Francisco is the place to be, for example, or Berlin back in the day. And I learned everything about Facebook ads, email marketing. Back then, you had still free ebooks as lead magnets, for example.
Yeah.
So I did that game as well. And I really enjoyed this process. Running ads to that free ebook, collecting the email address, and then emailing like there's no tomorrow to promote the service, basically.
And you're doing that all with your promo service, right? So you do ads and sort of promotions. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
And very soon I was, it sounds cheesy, but I was getting too many customers through this funnel.
Yeah. And then I imagine it wouldn't take that long. If I'm being honest, it feels like it would not take too long.
It didn't take too long. And then I was like catching fires basically with fulfillment, because then we had to do all the promotions and whatever.
Yeah.
And still in my early 20s, I felt like I wasn't like this matured entrepreneur who could easily hire and delegate and stuff like that. So, and I enjoyed the online stuff much more. So at some point, digital info products came out when I learned that I could package up that knowledge, create a course for that. And instead of selling the promotion through my email funnels, I was selling the online course instead. And that worked as well. And at some point, you stumble upon affiliate marketing. And I remember that I was building out that funnel. So my girlfriend at the time had a coffee shop in Berlin, and I was always working from her place, basically from the coffee shop. I was building
free Wi-Fi, yay.
Free Wi-Fi, free coffee. Building the funnel and then sending out the email to an offer that I didn't own. It was my first affiliate promotion, basically.
How did that feel the first time you did? Do you remember what the product
was? It was an ebook for basically a directory.
Like just a directory for like...
record labels, like a huge list of record labels.
It's so weird to think about the things that used to sell back in the day, right?
Totally.
So how did that feel when you did that first affiliate promo? Because you've been promoting your own stuff. You turned it to a course, but that was all within your realm.
Exactly.
that first time you made money with somebody else's product, like what
Mhm.
happened in your brain?
I think it rewired in some, like, physically, like from
It's like the
build-
limitless moment.
yeah, it really was like that. I was completing that funnel while I was at the coffee shop, hitting send, went home, and when I was back home, the first thing I wanted to do is check my emails. and
Yeah.
and then I had this payment notification that I had sold an ebook. I think it was 28, 30 something euros.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like I didn't understand it at first. Like, is this real? Is this fake? Or and then I was like checking it in the back end, and it was real. There was the commission, and I was like, that is so crazy. The transaction is completed. That was basically what I was struggling with when I was selling the service. Collecting the money and selling the service was easy because you could have the IT do it, like Stripe, for example, and WordPress. But then the transaction was not completed. You had to do the fulfillment. And with this affiliate thing, like even with the coaching, there's still a like customer support and maybe handling a refund here and there, or coaching questions. Like the fulfillment is not. Basically, you don't have that as an affiliate, which I found so interesting. And then I was basically hooked.
You're like, if I could just do the part of this that I love,
exactly,
and not do all the other stuff that, like you said before, it's like I'm not in a life that I want to start hiring and training and delegating. Like, it was fun when I did all the work, but now there's too much. So, but you just it really, almost for you, what I'm hearing is like it allowed you to be like, you realize you're like, I could live in the part that I actually like and just do this all the time.
Exactly.
So once you had that realization, like, what was next? What did you start doing? How did you start shifting? I'm curious if it was like immediate or if you're like, okay, maybe I'll just try a little bit more.
Yeah. So I would say it was maybe a few years of trial and error, shiny objects, trying everything that was remotely close to it. Because unfortunately, I was not able to scale this digital info product in the music business especially not as an affiliate, because you don't earn the higher AOVs and the lifetime value. Basically, you don't have that.
I imagine it's a pretty narrow market too that you're going after.
And it's still maybe 2012, 2013. Like, it's not like today where everyone is so used to buy stuff online. Like, it was. I feel it was still a little bit more difficult back in the day. Especially in Germany.
Challenges, right?
I think in Germany, people didn't purchase with a credit card like until just recently. Like, that's how it feels sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? And so you had to sell to tech-savvy people, I would say.
Gotcha. So already limited your market when you're targeting. Plus, you're only in Germany, right? Which we know that the broader you go, now you don't have to be just in Germany. So you kind of start realizing, like, hey, this is cool, but like I'm hitting a ceiling.
Yeah.
So like so with some of the shiny toy object stuff, just can you just you don't have to go through all of them, but what were some of the things that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I tried that, versus some of the things you're like, oh, and then we'll go into the, hey, this is the ones that actually worked.
Yeah. Okay. So let me start with one of my coolest failures, I would say.
Okay. I love that. Coolest failure.
That's great. Because it's like a domino that led me to where I am today as well. There was a guy in Germany, like Amazon FBA was getting huge, and in Germany as well. And there was one guy selling supplements on Amazon and doing 6 figures a month. And obviously, as most of us and everyone listening probably is fascinated by numbers like these.
Yeah.
And
I'll take 6 figures a month. I'll figure it out. I think I can do some good.
100%. Exactly. So, and then I thought I could do the same. Found a supplier, like someone who would create the products. Like, even white label was popular back then already, like just like it is today. But I had to pre-order the product before I could do the Amazon listing. So I was trying the same that he did. So I think for $3,000, I bought products, had on Fiverr a guy create the label for me and stuff like that. So I was getting there with the delegation part.
Yeah.
But then when the day came and the product arrived and I wanted to create that listing on Amazon, then I had this notification which said something like, I'm sorry, but we're currently not onboarding new supplement brands on the marketplace. So
Oh man, what? And you have these
Like-
how many boxes of supplements did you have at that point in time?
well, it was at a warehouse. I never saw it,
Okay.
basically.
Oh, you never saw it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But you
So,
probably
yeah,
didn't
because
have
I
to
wanted to
pay
do
to take
FBA,
the back
like-
too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and so there it was. Like, I think during that time, a lot of supplement sellers were trying to copy what that guy did. So then the marketplace was full,
Mhm.
and I don't know. So it was not allowed. So, and then I had no way of selling the product, basically.
Yeah.
So that was a failure that was a bit strange. However, I discovered the Kindle ebook business.
Ah.
So
So curious, because I imagine, like, one, I'm curious, like, with that failure, I'm about to sneeze, so I'll get the question out before I do. But with that failure, what was kind of like, what did you learn from it? And then I'm
Yeah.
curious how you ended up transitioning into
Yeah.
finding Kindle. But
Yeah.
when you kind of look at that, what's kind of the big lesson you took away from the supplement one?
I think just one step before the supplements, when I was
So I'm just trying not to holding the sneeze in. I didn't mean to make the weird faces, but
No,
I'm sure Dylan will
no
capture
worries.
that later.
yeah, we're gonna screenshot it later.
Yeah, for sure. It'll get shared out.
So after the music business was one important step in between that I skipped right now, and it was that I was able to sell it, the service. And after that, so my girlfriend closed her coffee shop, I sold my online business, and then at the same time, probably due to Tim Ferriss and for our work week, this digital nomad life gained in popularity as well. So all of my friends who I were in the co-working space in back then started to travel, and we basically just did the same. So we went to Bangkok or to Chiang Mai later, which still is like a digital nomad hub in the world. And that's where all these business models probably gave me that shiny object syndrome, because everyone
'cause you
was
were just
doing such
immersed.
cool stuff. Yeah. It's like in Berlin, everyone was doing their own startups. But in Chiang Mai, there was like Americans and Australians, and like it was not only Berlin. Like now, it was like the entire world was in Chiang Mai. That's how I felt, at least. Some were
it's
doing
like
drop
living in a
shipping.
mastermind.
Yeah, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, and then those Kindle guys as well. So,
Yeah.
and since I was into that Amazon rabbit hole already, going from the FBA to the Kindle business was not a big step for me. So I had a mentor, a business partner, who taught me how to create books for that marketplace and stuff like that. And we started to do that. And interestingly, that was also like health and recipe stuff, which is what I sold later as well. And one of our
Nice, okay.
most popular books were in the low carb space, low carb, keto.
No carbs. Yeah.
And we did about 9K, 10K a month with these. And that's when I thought I want the emails from those buyers as well. So what if I
Nice.
take my best books and bundle them together and put them on ClickBank? So, and then I had my first and only so far ClickBank product. And I was like, then I was back again, creating stuff, creating a landing page, creating an offer, creating this low carb bundle, creating affiliate page. Like I think I did a
It's
lot
like
of
going back
things
home a
right.
little bit.
Huh?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like going back home again, right? Because you remember, hey, this is back when I was in my girlfriend's coffee shop making the the
Creating
music
stuff,
business.
yeah.
You kind of found that again. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
awesome.
So I was always very, very attracted to creating products, creating stuff, creating landing pages and offers. I always liked that part more than operating the business itself, basically. But I had no idea how affiliate marketing worked back then from a seller's perspective. So how to recruit affiliates, how to manage them and whatever. And yeah, then somehow discovered that selling other people's stuff was easier than selling my own. So basically, I think there was like a little bit ego check that someone else is better than me in creating offers. So I might be better off promoting theirs instead of mine. That was probably 2017, 18, 19, around that time.
See, that's
Actually,
such a brilliant
2020
lockdown. Okay, so it's right at 2020, right in the lockdowns. You're like, hey, maybe the affiliate's the game that I really do best right now.
Yeah, I had my first 1K a day with a supplement offer on ClickBank.
In 2020?
2020. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So let's kind of talk. This is a perfect transition. So you're kind of going through, and I think one huge shout out to the self-awareness. I think this is something as entrepreneurs, and actually it's a quote I brought up. I think it was with Francisco, but there was a professional fighter that retired. And remember, he used this quote when he was in an interview after he retired. He said, hey, oftentimes, do you really want to focus on the goal? What's more important, the goal at the end, which for lots of us is the $100,000 a month, the big car, whatever it is, right? Whatever that big entrepreneurial dream is, he says, or is it more important who you become on the journey? And so when you think about entrepreneurship, and we had somebody the other day that said, hey, entrepreneurship and personal development are always inexplicably tied if you're doing it right. And I think it goes down to that idea that you, through self-awareness and through the journey of entrepreneurship, learn so much more about yourself, right? Hey, this is where I am. This is what I like. Let me do more of that. So I think it's just really great. And I always encourage people anytime on the podcast or anytime I'm talking to them, focus not on what you want to do, but what you know you could do well first. And then hyper focus on that. Get better and better and better. And then you can expand from there. But yeah, really smart that you did that. So let's now talk about the ClickBank side. So when you came into ClickBank, you start seeing kind of like, hey, I want to do this affiliate stuff. Now, did you just kind of take what you already knew because you'd sprinkled some media buying and just kind of grabbed an offer and started promoting? Or were you thinking to yourself, I think I might need more education? Kind of curious about that transition now going, okay, I'm going to be full affiliate and you're jumping into the Nutri game.
Yeah. Good question. I think binge watching like a million YouTube videos, certainly. But obviously joining forums in the affiliate space was a good idea. Or just recently also joining the Spark course from ClickBank itself, because who's better to learn it from than from the source, basically.
We'll talk more about that in a second for sure.
But in 2020, I'm not sure if that course existed, to be honest. But I joined.
It did not.
It did not. Yeah. I joined another course, which was basically teaching this ad landing page offer funnel on Facebook. And COVID was a good time to start this because everyone was at home. Everyone had to order stuff. Vitamins were huge anyways. And
we're all told we were going to die and had to be healthy and we're stuck indoors and had a bunch of extra money and we're paying attention to the internet in a way we never had before. So
and what's so funny, by the way,
cheap CPMs, who's a perfect time.
Yeah. And back then, I think that the narrative for choosing a ClickBank offer was that it should have not higher than a 100 gravity score or something like that, which is so crazy because back then we all thought if 100 other affiliates or the gravity score is 100, then it's probably too competitive and oversaturated. And now 5 years later, it's like there are offers with 500 gravity score. It's like affiliate is not dead. Like it's basically in this KPI grown 5x in the last 5 years. So
it has, yeah. Because and a lot of it is just what you described, that journey of the pandemic, the unlocking of affiliate marketing and paid media really took new life over that time frame. So do you remember the course you first took? Was it Robbie Blanchard's like Commission Hero? Where you go? So you went kind of the high ticket route right from the get go. Obviously, great course.
Yeah,
and that gave you a baseline at $1,000 days. So like now you started seeing that success. Let me ask this: what made you think, hey, I need more education, or like what was that process? Because obviously you've seen some success and curious. Like obviously that felt really good. You had to think, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But kind of continue to walk me through the continuation of the journey. Was it ascending? Were there bumps in the road? How was it going for you after that point?
Total bumps in the road, like account shutdowns were unexpected ones. Like and waking up in the morning and your Facebook account was banned. That was really terrible for me back then. Like, because I was like, for everyone who's starting with the paid ads game, and like since you mentioned personal development, when you grow into a budget where you spend more per day than you used to earn in a month, for example, that's stress pure basically, because every day you're spending like I don't know, a few thousand euros maybe, or dollars, which you used to earn in a month basically. Like that was high stress, and waking up in the morning to a banned Facebook ad account, that was just unnecessary additional stress. So and then unfortunately I got very distracted by that. There were strategies to create new assets and whatever, but at that time it was easier for me to try YouTube or Google and other traffic sources, because back then I couldn't handle the stress of creating, like starting over again and again with a new ad account and having it shut down again and starting again, shut down again. And with being a German, we don't have these I mean, right now you could use American Express and stuff like that, but having multiple accounts, it was like, for the administration side, very complicated, because in Germany we have very strict accounting rules, and Facebook was not. It was very difficult for me, and it was just
it was a bit of a conflict, a lot of headwinds that didn't feel worth it at the time. Is kind of what I'm hearing.
That's exactly. And at the same time, I had a friend who was running campaigns very successfully in the iGaming space, and that's what I did as well. Like, and which I did later again on Facebook, because I learned that if I would create my own email list instead of sending to the affiliate offer directly, back then my ad accounts lasted much longer. And then I started basically from then on, just focus my media buying into my own email lists, basically.
Nice.
And that's what I did. And that's also where I had my breakthrough, because I was able to build an email list. Obviously, the bigger the email lists, the more reach you have. When you send out a newsletter, you can build trust, and you can promote not only one time an offer, you can promote it multiple times. You can promote multiple products, collect multiple commissions. And that's basically, and that's so crazy because it's 10 years in between, but it's the exact same funnel that I used to sell my music promotion services.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I'm a one-trick pony. Everything, the only things that work for me is running ads, build my email list, and promote affiliate stuff. So,
well, it's interesting because that's actually a very, very solid strategy that I think a lot of affiliates lose sight of, is the email could be very powerful.
Yeah.
And we actually had it's not Nate Kennedy. Yeah, it was Nate Kennedy. Tim Kennedy.
Yeah,
Nate
he's
Kennedy.
a newsletter guy as well. Yeah.
Newsletters, and he does incredibly well on that route. So I think one of the things that I always love about this is there's so many different ways. You even mentioned earlier when you were talking about being in Thailand, in that hub, what you see is so many different ways to succeed. There's so many different ways. It's about your path and your journey. So I'm kind of curious. It's interesting because that's where you first learned. It made sense to you during that style. And as you come back there, it's like, it just continues to make sense. So I actually love that. It's just that it's very full circle. And actually, I think email gets underrated sometimes. Another that it allows you to lower your cost on your spend, because you could get, it's easier to get somebody on email for free, right? Like, it's way easier to get that. And they might not buy, obviously there's differences in some of the costs, but in terms of the revenue they produce, but it's like, hey, you have that asset forever versus an ad. When you're running Facebook ads to sell something directly, you lose that customer. You have to try again. And just like you said, it's starting over every single day. And for some people, that's one of the things they love about doing media buying. It sounds like for you, you're like, I don't like this part. I want to have something that feels like I could build and have a real asset. Kind of
thing. I mean, you cannot scale from 0 to 100K a day on email in the same time as you could with proper media buying setups, obviously. But it's a different game. And I tried so many, I tried it all. And I also had some success with that traditional funnel, I would say, as well, on YouTube. Also had 100K a day, not a day, sorry, month, which was amazing. But as soon as the campaign dies, your revenue is gone. Like, and all the customers that you generated in that month, you basically can't promote to them again. So it's a different game. And I think a lot of it might be a bit controversial what I'm saying, but even
Oh, say it. Lead always with that. Yeah.
it's funny. Everyone who ever run ads, for example, let's say you have a Facebook ad, one ad set, 5 ads in there. For some reason, which is totally out of your control, one ad will do better than the others.
Even if it's like the same one. Yeah.
Even if it's 5 times the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same with business as well. You and I, we could do the exact same campaign, exact same ad set, exact same ads. For some reason, we will get different results. It's weird. It's super weird. And there's nothing you can do. The only solution to that is test more stuff until something sticks. But that's not something that matches every personality. Some people don't want to test 1,000 ads a month, for example. And maybe something else works much better. Like there are people that are amazing in organic traffic, in building up Instagram pages for weight loss. And other people they don't have the patience. Like me, I cannot do organic stuff. Like I don't want to wait until Google ranks my website. I want to buy an ad. I want to send an email, and that's it. So, and within a week, I know if it has legs or not. But with SEO, for example, or social media, it takes much longer. But on the other side, you lose a lot of money figuring it out. So, and that might not be the best thing for anyone as well. So, I would really,
it's kind of what resource you're more willing to give, time or money, right? That's how I think that's oftentimes a challenge of the entrepreneur. I could always give more time for less money, or do I want to give more money for less time for whatever I'm doing? It's always that trade-off. So let's kind of go back a little bit. So you kind of found the strategy, you start feeling a little bit settled in of going from ebook to email to affiliate offers. So at what point in time would you say like where Spark came in? Like what was it at a point that you kind of found yourself saying, I know some things, but I'm missing something. I need another tool. I need more information. Walk me through kind of like where you were at that point in time.
It's pretty recent. That I joined Spark, even though I had some success. But I feel like affiliate marketing works the best when you focus on the basics. When you have the basics right. Like I'm a big guy on 80-20 principles. Like if, for example, the offer you're promoting, the messaging you have, that's the 20% that will give you 80% of the results. Like it's weird. I had emails that had typos, but people still liked the offer and it converted. And typos didn't matter. Like people try to focus too much on all the stuff that doesn't move the needle instead of just focusing on the small parts that make it. And I was wanting to know if I'm working on the right stuff, basically. Because it's very easy.
Felt this point, you're like, hey, it's really
very easy
path
to overcomplicate it. It's very easy to overcomplicate the process of generating traffic, basically. And I also wanted to learn more.
I love that you said that. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, I also wanted to learn more about YouTube, and especially now with AI. Like, there's a lot of stuff that is like you see more AI ads, AI videos, AI images, and I didn't want to buy a $5,000 coaching course, to be honest. I wanted to learn stuff still from the pros. And when I saw that Spark has basically this membership model, and the first month was even 50% off, it was like a no-brainer, like spending $23, I think it was.
Yeah.
For a full 4 weeks of learning from people who, you're not a coach, sharing something that may have worked 2 years ago. It's like it's from ClickBank itself, and they have what I like a lot about affiliate marketing and why I like Spark is our we are aligned. Like if I buy a course from a coach, it doesn't matter to them if I succeed or not because they have no additional upside. But you as ClickBank, you have all the reasons to make your students successful because the more success they have with promoting your offers, the more you make as well. And So that alignment I liked a lot. So then, yeah, it was a no-brainer basically.
Well, I was going to talk and I coughed instead. But no, I actually, like you said, that is one of those. I think that's a really, really key thing. As I literally forgot what we were just talking about. Oh, yeah. In terms of education, this is something I've been really hitting and thinking about for a while. But you're very right. Sometimes the guru model, it runs into an issue where it doesn't actually, you're not that incentivized for your students to succeed at a certain point. In fact, like you kind of run out of wanting successful students because they might have more management, they may have more of this, and it hinders your ability to go broad scale because that means you have to be really leading the pack on the strategies and the tactics that are going on for media buying. And now I have to be still an elite media buying affiliate, but I also run an education business. Those things are challenging to serve each other. And especially when in reality, if I have an education business, most of the time, I don't make any additional dollars, direct dollars off my student success. I need some for testimonials. I need to create some heroes and some coaches to create proof. But after that, I'm kind of like, do I need to keep doing this? Yeah. And so there's a bit of I think attrition that could happen, or where you just decide to charge more and create more tiers and more and more and more and more. But that means it's a dilution every single time. Versus like what you're saying is like ClickBank succeeds when our clients succeed. So when you have a product that is completely predicated on, we want you to succeed because that's how we profit, it totally flips the education, the content game. So for this $23 that you got in here, I don't mean this to sound like a pitch, but I do think it's really interesting.
It is.
And I think the other thing you said that I think is really, really key is I think one of the most important things in affiliate marketing is just knowing the basics. 100%. Yeah. And we had, I'll use two metaphors here. I'm going to connect this first with a fighting metaphor. Because there's a big UFC fight tomorrow, so my brain's like in like MMA mode. But Ilia Topuria is the lightweight champion of the world right now, and if you watch him fight, he's incredibly talented. He's really, really strong, really, really impressive. But his actual skills are basic skills. Yeah, it's a jab, it's a cross, it's basic combos. It's the simple stuff that you learn early on, but it's so effective and it's so focused on it, executed so well. It doesn't need to be some spinning back kick or a jumping flying knee or something that looks really exciting that we want to, have $300,000 a month coming in on our FBA drop shipping and be in a Lamborghini. That looks cool, but that doesn't actually always mean the success that you're looking for. And it's the basics, it's the components, it's your jab, it's your hook, it's a double leg, right? Or a single leg. It's the simple things that really make the difference. And to even go that further, how that exists in the affiliate world, we had Lee Johnson on an episode not too long ago when he was here for the Diamond Summit. And he mentioned before, he's like, hey, I used to find myself chasing what everyone else was doing. It never worked. And what I found in business is anytime things aren't going the way I want them to, I need to go back to what I know, go back to me, my processes, and essentially the basics. So with that, like the basics do matter. And if you understand the basics and you execute on the basics at the highest of levels, you will succeed. And then you could sprinkle in some more advances, more, but it's all about those basics. So I love you said it. So let's go back to, you find yourself saying, hey, let me get back to what else do I know? I want to get some more YouTube stuff. You get in there. When you actually got into Spark, because I have to admit, like, I'm not going to lie. And this is me being contrarian to my own company, so I don't know what that means. So Dylan, edit this part. Make Jonathan say it. No, just kidding. But like, to me, I would say if I had a $23 course, my expectations of it having any value, I might get like a sentence. Oh, here's one new idea. I would think my expectations would have been just bottomed out of how good it would really be. That being said, what was it like after you spent the $23? Curious what your thoughts were of what you expected you were going to get versus what you actually received out of it.
So maybe leading with the basics first. I think in another fighting analogy, I think it was Bruce Lee maybe who said, "I don't fear the enemy who practiced at 10,000 kicks once. I fear the one who trained one kick 10,000 times, whatever." Something like that.
Yeah.
And
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And
mastery.
And I wish I had done that before, to be honest, to join Spark instead of high ticket programs, because inside Spark you have all the basics that you would ever need, basically. And I think it makes more sense to join a cheaper program, but learn the basics. The first time you maybe hear about Facebook ads, chances are you may not really understand all the puzzle pieces together, how to create a page, how to connect a pixel. Like there's a lot of stuff to learn, and it's better to do it for $23 or $40 a month instead of shelling out 2, 3, 4, 5K for a huge coaching, because they will have the same content anyways in their courses. You know, the process is always the same. They're not teaching it differently, basically, because the process of creating an ad, that's just one way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I see what you're saying. Just to confirm, because what you're saying isn't that it's not that in those high ticket courses there aren't content that you can't get other places, but the base level of it, you always have to start at the same base. So It's like see what you could learn and how successful you could be with the basics. And it'll almost make those high ticket courses become more value if you choose to do them when you select the right ones, because you're already you have a baseline. I know this, I only need this, right?
And the next logical step is then to get a coach who can be higher ticket. Like I have nothing against the high ticket coaching industry, but it's not the first step I would take if I know nothing, basically. I would just try to learn the basics, how it works, and once, like, crawl before you ball. Once you
crawl before you ball, love that.
Once you made your first handful of sales and you understand how your Facebook works or your Pinterest, if that's the route you want to go, then find a coach to accelerate the process. But the basics, I mean, they are there. So, and what I find interesting, and the Spark course keeps updating. I just this week got a newsletter that there are 2 new courses added. One is for Newsbreak, which is a new traffic source, which is rising. A lot of people finding a lot of success there. And including my subscription now, I have access to a Newsbreak course. Like I don't have to buy another guru course or a high ticket course on learning how to do Newsbreak. So that I find that very, very cool. And
it's live. So think about that. Just like you said, hey, it makes a lot of sense to go to the source.
Yeah.
We did that same thing, went to the source, and Newsbreak is a partner of ours, created how to succeed on their platform. Like you said, it's just built in. And so it's you could be a shiny toy object syndrome, or you could focus on one at a time, but having those base level and really high quality content. So like when you got in there, what was the first course that just sparked
YouTube
for you?
ads.
Like, holy cow.
YouTube ads.
Yeah,
YouTube ads with Ernesto, who is I think a platinum or diamond affiliate as well with you.
Yep.
You also
Diamond,
had him on the show.
Yep.
There's also a very interesting interview with him. So somewhere here, probably you can link to that as well.
Yeah. Yes, this will be a show note thing. We'll put the Ernesto interview in for sure.
What I liked about him a lot was his extreme humbleness. Like, especially like in the crowded space of how to make money online, there are a lot of loud people. And the next guru who drives with his Lambo through Dubai, like there's 500 of them already. Like there's nothing even to stand out anymore. So, and there's a lot of loud people trying to sell the dream. And that's also why I like your podcast as well, the affiliate podcast, because you guys are calm. It's not like, hey, sign up now, make money and whatever. It's like, it's more conservative, if you want to say that. And Ernesto was even one level higher. He was extremely kind. And I found it interesting that you don't have to be loud. You don't have to be overly aggressive and still make it to diamond affiliate on ClickBank. And for those who don't know, that's at least 5 million a year.
Yep. 5 million. Yep.
I mean, if you don't have to be loud for that, sign me up. So I wanted to learn how to do YouTube with his course, and that was the very first one that I signed up for, or was the first one that I watched. And I, even after having so much experience, there was a huge aha moment in creating YouTube ads, which this alone would have, if I had paid $1,000 for your course, I would have been happy with this single thing already.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? What was the aha moment, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what do you remember? Kind of that, like,
Yeah.
where it felt like this is worth it and so much more.
Yeah. So my biggest problem was creating video ads, basically. I'm not an editor. I'm not a video producer. And to be honest, I don't want to be one. I don't want to learn it. I don't want to learn Adobe, Photoshop, whatever video creation software. That's not me. I don't want to do it. That's it. So AI obviously helps a lot with that, but still you have to come up with angles, scripts, and whatever. And he has a pretty cool process where he uses, for example, email swipes from the offer vendor affiliate pages as a, and then he has some ChatGPT prompts for that. He basically takes them and creates video scripts out of for example, email swipes from a vendor. I found that so cool. I already adapted it for me a little bit more, using the LiveForce 8 and other copywriting techniques. But it's now easy. Like, I think after the first day, when that light bulb moment came, I was able to produce 7 videos. Like same
from like
day.
Not being able to do any.
Yeah,
you went to 7. That's
because
awesome.
Before that, I still was creating the scripts myself with the knowledge that I had. Then back then 11 Labs already existed, so text to speech. But then still I only had audio and no video, so I always had to go to my Fiverr guy, hire him to create this video, wait for 3 days until he comes back, maybe have him edit something, wait another day. So it was a very slow process. And now, thanks to this process that Ernesto shared in the YouTube course, I mean, I'm able to produce a video every 30 minutes, and that's really cool.
Well, and like you said before, earlier, saying like you got to test. It's testing. It's just always testing.
Yeah.
So it's like if it takes you 5 days to get one video, it's going to be hard to test fast. 30 minutes. Yeah. We could do quite a bit. So that's really amazing. So,
and you would have to pay that VA, like this producer, every time. And even if you have a good deal, like a volume deal, and you only pay $30 to $50 per video, but still you need 10 or 20 to find a winner. That's $500 again.
Yeah.
If not more, without the ad spend, which you have to have on top. So like testing gets really expensive really fast.
And it's expensive and slow. Those are not things that most of us like. We don't want to spend more money for less time. Those are really things that it's a bad idea.
Spend more and wait longer. Sign me up for that.
Yeah, so, exactly.
No one ever said that.
Geez. No, yes, the words of no one for sure. So what did that do? Like once you had this unlocked with Ernesto, how did that change your business?
So far, so I'm 1 month into that right now. I was able to test more offers more quickly. But now that is just one part of the equation, because now the media buying part has to be figured out as well. And I'm still in the process of figuring that out. But since I have experience on Facebook, I gave myself like the rest of the month. And if I don't make a significant process on YouTube with that, I will take Ernesto's video producing process and plug it into my Facebook ads. Because there you can still advertise with video as well and split test much faster as well now. So
you know what I love though is you just said the real key here is what Ernesto really unlocked was a basic of how to scale testing, right? The rest are skills you learn on your own. There's obviously more things. It was like, hey, this process unlocked something for me that now unlocks all these other things. Kind of like you, when you talked about that story of the drop shipping way back when, which led you to Kindles, which became successful with the ebooks. It's that domino. You just earned yourself another domino by having that information. And who knows what it'll cascade into.
It's like always like a little bit skill stacking, I would say. And like creating image ads on Facebook, it was one skill. Like that's easy now because I've done it a lot of times. Video was always a big struggle because I always had to hire it out and wait and hire. But now I have this new skill. And just because I learned it from a YouTube course doesn't mean that it only works on YouTube. You can also transfer it into other video formats, basically. And I think that's a very valuable thing to have, like copywriting. Copywriting is not depending on a specific format. Like it's not only working on Facebook. It also works on everywhere, basically, on Pinterest. If you have a good story on Pinterest, if you have a good story on Newsbreak or on your advertorials, whatever, it's like,
Yeah, copy is just the language of influence at the end of the day. It doesn't have to sell anything. It just has to influence you for an
exactly.
action.
And
at the
now
end
I
of the
can
day.
deliver it in video as well. So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like that skill alone was worth the entire membership already.
That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
well, I want to go back because we're talking a lot about, just affiliate skills in general. So let me ask you, because now you've been doing this for a long time, you've experienced a lot. Obviously, this whole online marketing world allowed you to travel, experience so much.
Mhm.
You're back home in Germany now,
Yep.
but it's really changed your life. So obviously, a lot of people want what you have in some capacity, Jonathan. So with that being said, like, what are some skills when you think of like the core skills that make a successful affiliate? What are they for you?
The core skills that make a good affiliate, I would say, is the very cool combination of being creative enough to come up with your own angles and not just copy what you see on SpyTools, for example, and being data driven enough to also look at the data and not just on your creative gut feeling, for example. Because like today, I think that's one of the biggest problems that affiliates have today, is that the SpyTools exist.
Mhm.
On the good side is I can log into my SpyTool and see what works. Which also means other people can sign into their accounts and see what I do. So it's
Mhm.
always like this two-sided thing.
Yeah.
But if you just copy what you see people are doing, I think it's hard to find the success that you're looking for. Like, take what you see and make it your own, basically. I think that's what makes a good affiliate, to just come up with their own ideas and angles to have an edge,
Mhm.
and not just
With an
copy.
understanding, but be driven by numbers to know that, hey, my creative needs to generate a result, right? So,
Yeah.
but no, I
But-
say it all the time: innovate, don't replicate. You could
Yeah.
Spy tools are meant to inspire. They should change
Yeah.
them to call them Inspire tools. That could be a
Oh,
marketing
that's a
flip
nice
on
one.
there.
Yeah.
But that's what they
Inspire
really are. It's an Inspire tool. I want to know what's working. So one, like, sometimes knowing what's working helps you go way outside the box. Like, I
Yeah.
might see, man, all these ads that are talking about the price of eggs or the price of milk are just crushing right now. What other, like, why is that? And then go look at it, go Google search, see why search terms about milk might be going up. Maybe you see grocery prices have doubled, and you don't need to go do milk, but you're like, there's something in there. What is the other thing? Now I'm going to go do another Google search term, find something else. And because you've been inspired by an idea and you made it your own, and you chose to understand it, you might create an ad that's totally different than all those other ones. And it's just as successful, sometimes even more successful.
I agree.
But like you said, you have to have the creativity and the willingness to create for yourself versus, stealing from somebody else. And in reality, you're totally right. You can't get the success because all you're really doing is just trying to occupy the wake of something that was there before. You know, when the rock drops in the pond and it echoes out, you're not the one dropping the rock. You're just riding along the ripples, and that's never going to be as effective as the person that dropped the rock.
And you don't see the entire picture. And I think that was a huge game changer for me, is that what buys a lot of people into this business is the idea of not having clients, not having to deal with anyone, being fully remote on my own. While all of this is true, going out to a conference, joining a mastermind, meeting people, shaking hands like we did in Barcelona, this accelerates, like building relationships. Or there's every successful affiliate I met so far also has great relationships with their affiliate networks, maybe with the sellers directly, with the traffic source reps. And I think that's a big part of finding success or building success in the affiliate space. Because, for example, what you will not see in the spy tool is maybe the competitor that you're trying to copy, maybe he has a better payout. Maybe he gets a cut on the back end. Maybe I don't know. You don't know. And basically you're trying to compete with someone who maybe gets 20% more commission. So whatever you do, he will just outbid you anyway. Like you're signing up to a losing game basically.
Yeah.
So
No, it's a really great way to put it, and I couldn't agree with you more. And I actually really love that you brought in that community and your relationship aspect, because we also see. I could tell you guys, I have not interviewed and I haven't talked to in my life at ClickBank and beyond that somebody that was really, really successful without network.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen. They always have somebody that helped get them there, a mentor, even the most brilliant people. Maybe not Steve Jobs, I don't know, but I bet it probably is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Which I think kind of transitions nicely. You've interacted with a lot of affiliates, you've interacted with a lot of networks. Curious in terms of the relationship and that you've had working with ClickBank. So I know obviously it's important to us. Curious how that's been for you. And obviously this is self-serving, but no, it's just interesting, right? Because you said, hey, what's the relationship with the network? So curious of your time, what has it been like working with ClickBank?
Well, when I signed up for Spark and interviewed Michael, obviously we stayed in touch when he was on my podcast, and having an affiliate manager basically was great to get advice on what to promote and what might be the best way for you to go, basically, instead of just guessing it by your own. Like having a little bit of guidance goes a long way, because you could easily promote the wrong offer just because it has all the right numbers, but maybe it's not the season for that offer right now, or the season is ending. So by the time you figured out the campaign, summer is over. Nobody's going to buy whatever product, for example. And having someone who can tell you what might be a good idea to launch in September, obviously that's a big game changer.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is like, and we kind of go back before, the basis of Spark is because at ClickBank, we win when you win. And that same idea is that relationship has been being able to work with Michael. You have somebody that's invested in helping give you advice with all the stuff that we know.
Yeah.
So you could continue to win, because that's what we want. That's what you want.
Yeah.
It's truly the Michael Scott win-win-win. That's what I was going to say. We all win.
So,
yes.
and what I like a lot, and I'm not looking for an ROI in this relationship. Like that's not my main focus. Obviously, we are working together, and ROI will come naturally out of this. So I have affiliate friends that I introduced to Michael. So now Michael can be their affiliate manager as well. And some of them are doing 6 figures and multiple 6 figures. So that's great in that direction as well. And in turn, I get referred to other affiliates who can help me solve a problem that I have. You know, that's it doesn't have, like, I think relationships shouldn't be transactional. Like it's like we're not waiting against each other who brought more value today, and it's not relationships don't work like that, basically.
Good relationships shouldn't have a ledger tied to them, right? Like you don't need to be constantly asking, have you given me enough for what I've given you, right? We just give because we care and we know and trust that reciprocation will happen whenever it needs to, but it's not about value. It's just about almost trust in a way. And
for example, if you go to the conferences, obviously, when ClickBank has like the rooftop where we also met after the conference, like the only reason I was there is because Michael told me, "Hey, we're hanging out there. Want to join us?" So, and around that table are other affiliates who I might not have met at the conference. So, you know, that's what makes this entire industry so attractive to me personally, because I love speaking with people. I love speaking about business, about ideas, about creative stuff. And I would not have been at that table if I didn't had a good time with Michael before, and he would have said, "Why don't you join us?" You know?
Yeah.
And you never know. One day you will meet another guy who you might JV with and partner with. You might shake hands with a vendor and you will get access to a CPA deal, or, you know, that's, and I would say tying into that is, if you're in this for the long term, then you have the better chances to making it really work well, because affiliate marketing is not a short-term thing if you want to do it right. I mean, some people can probably, but I want to be in this in the next 10 years still, or even longer.
I love that. I think that idea is like, don't think about it as some sort of short-term cash grab. Always think of the long-term perspective. And again, as we go back to another episode we had, somebody, Francisco, very successful affiliate as well.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he gave himself time. One of the biggest things he needed is forced to give himself time to continue to work. And then time, if you give yourself time and you work, then timing works in your favor, right? Because sometimes the biggest leaps don't happen because somebody just magically figured it out. They were doing a lot of work, and timing just paired up with them, and then all of a sudden a big jump happens. But because all the work, you get to transition and create that sustainably. Or sometimes if your timing's too early, you might collapse everything you build. And next thing you know, you went from driving a Lambo down Dubai to 10 years, you're a server at a Chili's, we've literally seen that happen before. Yeah. So it's not without the question that high highs with short-term focuses could become low lows pretty quickly.
And what I'm learning more and more over the years now is that also the relationships that I was able to build in the last years, they can sometimes point me into a direction that I didn't know existed, or introduce me to someone who can solve my problem that I have. For example, Facebook ad accounts. Michael introduced me to someone who solves this problem, which is fantastic. Now I can do that again, Mm-hmm. But if you wouldn't have a good relationship, like for example, if some random guy would approach me and he just wants to have this quick money the thing, I would never in 1,000 years open up all my relationships to that guy just like that. I need trust has to be built before we all open up to each other, don't we?
Yeah.
And
for sure.
And for example, if we trust each other, and I would send you people who just send, I don't know, bad traffic, have high refund rates and chargebacks because they're promoting scammy angles, whatever. This would unfortunately also come back at me somehow, because I was the guy who brought him in. So everyone is, it's good to be, if you want to be an affiliate, just decide to do that for at least a few years. Build relationships, go to conferences, join the mastermind, shake hands, just learn the thing and enjoy the part. And I think a lot of it will happen out of that already.
Yeah. Enjoy it, do it and enjoy it. I love that, man.
If you don't like the job, if you don't like the job, you won't make it anyway.
Yeah, that's always good. If you hate it, get out. But you know what? Enjoy the ride and do the process. Do the work. I love that, man. That's a great way to finish things off here. I know we said we were going to talk about the podcast stuff, but actually what I want to do is you have a podcast as well. Yeah. Why don't you tell people about your podcast, as well as any individuals out here that are thinking, hey, I want to learn from Jonathan. I want to connect with Jonathan, or I'd like him to see if he'd want to test and promote my product. What's the best way to get a hold of you, as well as shout out to the podcast, which we'll be sure to tag in the show notes so other people could go and check it out. Particularly the episode with Michael, because who doesn't want to listen to Michael talk a little bit more in their life? So
that was a good one.
Maybe people that are trying to go somewhere when Michael's talking to you. That's about it.
So, I mean, Jonathan at affiliatemastermind.com. That's my email. Also, that's my website, affiliatemastermind.com. And Instagram, obviously, I'm there every day, and happy to chat with everyone who's excited to start or continue their journey there.
And what's the podcast? I'm assuming Affiliate Mastermind as well?
It's also Affiliate Mastermind by Jonathan, obviously.
There you go. Awesome, Jonathan. Well, hey, dude, thanks so much. Really appreciate the time. It was just such a great thing. And I think so many nuggets in there, just to try and distill it down. I feel the back to basics, the need for community, and most importantly, I really love the way you finished it. It's like, love this process, love this journey, and just do the work. Go out, do the work, guys, by reviewing, subscribing, making sure that you do all the things so Dylan could keep upgrading our studio. Soon enough, we're going to have gold behind us. It'll be really cool. We're getting a statue of Thomas, so you could always feel him made requisitions. It's really awesome. It's really just a failed Seth Rogen wax structure, but it works. It works really well. Yeah. Anyway, guys, please rate, review, subscribe. Also, email us at affiliated@clickbank.com with any questions. If you didn't get the parts, you want to say something else, whatever it is, we always like to read those, and we really appreciate them. Until next time, as Thomas would say, happy scaling. Jonathan, you have a great time. We really appreciate you. You're great, and be safe out there, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.